Of all the Necromorphs in the Dead Space series, the Exploders are easily one of the most bizarre forms we encounter. Like all Necromorphs, they attempt to kill anything that's not already infected, but the way they go about it makes them one of the most unstable elements within the Necromorph horde. Hey guys, this is Ray here with GFC Talks, and in today's episode we're going to be taking a look at the Exploders, a highly deformed necromorph that acts like a walking bomb. Now, Exploders are made from a single human host and are honestly not much to look at. They have a thin, emaciated body frame with a very twisted overall appearance. Their legs have fused together into a single fleshy appendage, while part of their right foot has fused with their right arm. The right arm itself has extended to the entire length of the body to act as a second leg, helping to balance out this creature. The head is vertically split open and reconfigured to act like a massive jaw. The most distinctive feature of the Exploders, however, is the large pod-like growth on their left arm, which is filled with a glowing yellow liquid that's highly volatile. This is the Exploders' main form of attack. Once they get close enough to a target, they slam their left arm into the ground or directly at their target, which causes the fluid in their arm to explode violently. This explosion is powerful enough to dismember an adult human and always ends up destroying the Exploder itself. If the explosive pod is dismembered, however, then they use their split head like a jaw to bite their victims, but apart from that, they don't really have any other means of attack left and can be dealt with quite easily. What I've always wondered, though, is that for all the many horrible ways in which the marker signal transforms humans, why would it create this particular type of necromorph? While the other forms like the slashers, leapers, and brutes are all well suited for combat, the Exploders are not exactly very effective at what they're meant to do. To be fair, they can cause massive damage to anything nearby when they explode, but physically they're not really all that powerful or fast because of the way their body is reformed. The explosive pod on their left arm is almost the same size as its torso and likely just as heavy, causing it to have a slow, clumsy gait as its center of gravity is shifted. Considering this sluggish pace and how fragile they are physically, they can be quite easy to take out from a distance. Another thing is that the wailing noises they make can alert Isaac to their presence, and this lets him take them out that much more easily. And if Isaac times his shots just right, he can not only destroy the Exploder, but also any other necromorphs that get caught in the blast radius. Now, while it can act as an effective form of crowd control in tight spaces, beyond this it's essentially just a moving bomb that any well-trained humans can use against the necromorphs themselves. All of this seems to make the Exploder a liability to a necromorph outbreak. So then why does the marker keep making these creatures? There's not much explained about them within the main games, but their screams and behavior along with their physical characteristics give us some indication that the Exploders are actually made from humans that are extremely resilient to the marker's effects. In a previous video, I mentioned how the markers could have different psychological effects on people based on their own personality traits. You can check it out after you watch this video, and I've put a link to it in the description as well. So my theory here is that the Exploders are made from individuals with two key traits. First, they'd be extremely resistant to the effects of the marker, and second, they would be highly altruistic and empathetic. You'll see why in a minute. Individuals with high levels of empathy and kindness would be unwilling to hurt other people, and the marker signal causes those affected by it to hurt and kill others, and eventually themselves. But those who are unfortunate enough to become the Exploders would be able to resist these effects as long as they're alive, and to a point where they might even try to stop an outbreak, even at the expense of their own lives. Or maybe they try to protect others from it in whatever way they can. These personality traits are useless to the marker, so it may try to remove these traits by destroying their brains, hence the split head of the Exploders. But then why would they be screaming and wailing when it can alert others to their presence? This is most likely because even though the individual is now dead and has become a necromorph, the high resistance to the marker's signal might be more of a genetic trait than a psychological one, and as a result, even after its transformation, this person may be unconsciously trying to resist by alerting other living humans to its presence so that they could either destroy it or at least get to safety. Failing that, the explosive attack that it uses would not only end up killing the exploder itself, but would also completely dismember its victims so they can't be turned into viable necromorphs. And if this is indeed the case, then it just adds a sense of cruel irony to the situation that the exploder finds itself in. It was once a peaceful human who would never hurt anyone, and now it is forced to kill anything that tries to stop the necromorph outbreak and spread the infection further. Coming to the origins of the exploder, it most likely transforms more slowly compared to other variants, as the explosive fluid would take some time to accumulate inside the arm while the rest of the body is being twisted and reshaped. As for how the explosive pod forms inside the body, a possible explanation is that these necromorphs are turned near places where explosive chemicals or fuels are present, and during their transformation the exploders somehow incorporate some of these elements into their own bodies, and the yellow fluid then acts like a catalyst when subjected to concussive forces. This could be why the exploders are usually found in areas where there is a lot of heavy machinery or chemicals, such as when Isaac had to refuel the shuttle to get to Tau Volantis. Of course, this is just my theory, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What do you think is really going on with the exploders? Do you agree with this theory? Let me know down in the comments. That's all I have for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Also, be sure to hit the bell icon so you get notified about new videos, and I'll see you in the next one.